For there is a catastrophe and a calamity waiting to happen. We are a continent with the largest youth population, but the greatest unemployment. And a continent with the greatest unemployment is a recipe for disaster.
Today, we the youth have a message. There is opportunity and potential waiting to be unleashed. We are a continent with the largest youth population and the biggest single market. And a continent with the biggest single market is a recipe for prosperity. And so, choose your choice. Prosperity or disaster? Prosperity. Prosperity or disaster? Prosperity. I don't think they can hear us.
Come on, I need an
prosperity
answer.
or disaster?
Prosperity. If it must be prosperity,
then the message is simple.
fix the borders.
Accelerate trade.
Create jobs.
Expand your economies. Deliver prosperity.
To rule ourselves, the pride in who we are. Been on a long journey, generation to generation. We march with determination to build the Africa we want. Through tears and sweat and blood, many sacrifices we've made.
Prosperity, African unity,
the Africa we want, we want, we want, we want.
African prosperity, African unity,
Agenda 2063, the Africa we want,
we want.
Africa we want, Africa.
We fought for liberation, the right to rule ourselves, the pride in who we are, the Africa we are.
We've been screaming, we've been chasing, we've been chasing. The Africa we want, the Africa we want, the Africa we want. We've been dreaming, we've been screaming,
chasing and fighting,
the Africa we want,
we
the Africa we want,
we
the Africa we want, Africa.
Kuriye, kuriye, kuri jan jan, kuruna bababa, kuri jan jan, kuriye, kuriye, kuri jan jan, kuriye, kuriye, kuri jan jan, kuruna bihi, kuri jan jan, kuriye, kuriye, kuri jan jan, kuriye Africa, kuri jan jan, kuriye borderland, kuri jan jan, kuriye, kuriye, kuri jan jan.
For those of you familiar with social media, you would have heard this chant for so many weeks now after the American streamer toured Ghana and had a very luxurious massage. And people wondered whether Kuriye Kuriye meant anything at all. Kuriye Kuriye is actually a chant from the northern part of our country. And it's usually used to call the community together to work for the development of their community. And so when the women gather in groups, especially to prepare what they need to prepare for the community, they use Kurie as a chant, but also as a recreation. When they sit together as a circle, they pass the stones around and they sing Kurie Kurijanjan, so that the stone moves around the circle. So two things: Kurie means calling the community together, but it also means handing down a legacy from one generation to one generation. And so, as one African family, we are calling ourselves today as a community with the chant Kurie Kurijanjan. So when I say Kurie, your response is Kurijanjan. Your response is Kurie Kurijanjan. Kuruna Baba Kurijanjan. Kurie Kurie Africa. Kurie borderless. Kurie. Today we stand on the 12 principles of a borderless Africa to reinvigorate ourselves to this task of delivering
Visa-free Africa.
borderless Africa.
Open Africa's skies now.
Borderless Africa.
One African biometric passport and digital ID.
Borderless Africa.
Implement AFSA protocol on digital trade.
Borderless Africa.
Make cross-border payments seamless across Africa.
Borderless Africa.
Recognize African skills across Africa.
Borderless Africa.
One standard, one test, one market.
Borderless Africa.
One African Customs Union.
Borderless Africa.
Build the Africa we want for ourselves. Continental infrastructure corridors.
Borderless Africa.
Personalize the African Court of Justice.
Borderless Africa.
Empower women and youth in trade.
Borderless Africa.
One African voice in global trade negotiations.
Borderless Africa. If you're here and you are an African youth, if you're here and you believe in the potential of the continent, if you are here and you are 35 years and below, please rise to your feet. If you're here and you're an African youth, please rise to your feet. Join us to connect together.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time to connect Africa.
Yeah.
Let me hear you say yeah, yeah. Let me hear you say yeah, yeah. Connecting Africa.
We want a borderless continent. The youth wants confidence. Bet on ourselves and invest in the competence to make Africa great. Open the gates for trade. One heart, one mind, one voice for change. The time is now for the connection.
Make everything a progression.
The time is now for the connection. Love and peace is the combination.
Hey,
The
from
time
wherever
is
you are in Africa, you gotta win.
Yeah.
From Ghana to Liberia, it's time to win. Continue.
Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire to Cameroon.
Hey.
Time to win.
From Liberia to
It's
Egypt.
time to win.
From South Africa to Cameroon.
Time to win.
Cameroon, Libya,
It's time to win.
Nigeria, Algeria. It's time to win.
Believe in connecting Africa. The power that comes with unity. Of hopes and dreams and passions. It's time for the newest with ambition. Connecting Africans everywhere. Every day. It's time for the doers with ambition.
It's time for the doers with ambition. Any Zambians in the building? If you know, you know. Thank you very much. Africa is time to win. Borderless Africa is now.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Chief Moment. Africa, it's our time to win. It's our time to start winding down. But ladies and gentlemen, closing this ceremony, we have